Coach.
Yeah.
Day, the legendary Anatoly makes his long-awaited return. And once again, he's managed to leave the entire fitness world absolutely speechless. This time, he steps into a gym packed with elite bodybuilders, men and women at the top of their game, pretending to be nothing more than a shy, inexperienced beginner who's just trying to figure out how to lift. At first, the other athletes watch him with curiosity. Some even smirk, thinking they're about to witness another awkward rookie moment. But what unfolds next is pure cinematic gold. The transformation, the reactions, the disbelief on every face in that gym, you simply won't believe what Anatoly does next. Stay tuned until the very end, because the twist that's waiting for you is not just shocking, it's legendary. This moment will go down in gym history. From the very first moment, Anatoly looks completely lost. He enters the gym quietly, almost timidly, his shoulders slightly hunched and his eyes darting from one machine to another. The place is buzzing with energy, the clanging of iron, the rhythmic thud of weights hitting the floor, and the confident shouts of seasoned lifters pushing their limits. Amid this symphony of strength, Anatoly seems like a man out of place. He hesitates before choosing a bench, looks around nervously, and finally asks someone nearby how to adjust it. His hands tremble slightly as he fumbles with the barbell clips. Even his warm-up looks off. Awkward movements, strange stretches, and uncertain gestures that draw a few curious stares. Across the room, the bodybuilders start to exchange glances, the kind of silent communication that says everything without a word. Who is this guy? He clearly has no idea what he's doing. A few smirk, others shake their heads, and one massive athlete near the dumbbell rack lets out a quiet chuckle. You can almost hear the judgment in the air. To them, this newbie looks like he's about to make a fool of himself. The camera catches a bodybuilder watching Anatoly with a grin, whispering something to his friend. They keep training, but their eyes drift back to him now and then, waiting for the inevitable fail. The moment when the rookie bites off more than he can chew. But Anatoly just keeps playing the part, calm, clumsy, and completely unassuming. He loads a small amount of weight, takes a deep breath, and starts his warm-up set with exaggerated effort, as if even the lightest plates are too much. The room seems to relax. The threat level, 0. Nobody suspects a thing. And that's when the atmosphere begins to shift. Anatoly pauses, adjusts his grip, and quietly adds more weight, then more, and then even more, until the bar is loaded heavier than what most of the pros in the room are lifting. Still, no one really pays attention. Not yet. Because in just a few seconds, everything is about to change. The quiet rookie that everyone's been quietly judging is about to reveal who he truly is. And the moment he does, the entire gym will stop cold. Eyes will widen, mouths will drop, and that soft chuckle from before, it's about to be replaced by pure disbelief. No one knows it yet, but Anatoly is about to make history again. Suddenly, something changes. The beginner everyone's been quietly judging starts adding weight to the bar, a little at first, then a little more, then a lot more. The clanking of metal plates echoes through the gym, and people begin to glance over, curious. One lifter pauses mid-set, squinting. Another lowers his dumbbells, whispering, "Wait, how much is he putting on there?" Before anyone can make sense of it, the once nervous newcomer lies back on the bench, grips the bar, and presses 120 kilograms like it's absolutely nothing. No struggle, no hesitation, just smooth, controlled power. The gym falls silent. You could hear a pin drop between the clangs of steel. Every head turns towards Anatoly. The same bodybuilders who were laughing minutes ago are now frozen, their eyes wide with disbelief. One of them finally walks over, towel slung over his shoulder, still trying to process what he just saw. He leans in and asks, half joking, half serious, "Bro, how long have you been training?" Anatoly wipes a bit of chalk off his hands, looks up with that signature calm, mischievous smile, and simply says, "First day, I guess." The bodybuilder blinks, unsure if he's being trolled. A few others chuckle nervously, but it's too late. The secret's out. The rookie they all underestimated just outlifted nearly everyone in the room. Whispers spread, phones come out, cameras start rolling. Everyone knows they're witnessing another classic Anatoly moment, the kind of prank that turns disbelief into viral gold. And this time, he didn't just lift weights. He lifted the entire gym's jaw off the floor. Now the entire gym comes to a halt. The sound of clanking metal fades, conversations stop mid-sentence, and all eyes lock on Anatoly. The beginner, who just moments ago couldn't figure out how to adjust a bench, is now performing like a machine built for power. He stands up calmly, wipes the sweat from his brow, and without a word, walks towards the leg press machine. The weight he loads looks absurd, plates stacked to the max. Everyone expects him to fail, maybe even hurt himself, but instead, he sits down, adjusts his posture with precision, and crushes every single rep like it's nothing. The machine rattles, the plates tremble, and a crowd starts to form around him. Then he moves to the lat pull down. His form? Perfect. His strength? Unreal. With each pull, you can see the shock ripple across the faces of the onlookers. Murmurs spread like wildfire through the room. Who is this guy? There's no way that's real. By the time Anatoly walks over to the deadlift platform, the gym is in full disbelief. Phones are out, cameras are rolling. Even the most experienced bodybuilders are now standing still, watching in awe as he effortlessly lifts weights that few in the room could dream of touching. And when he drops that final rep, boom, the echo shakes the floor. The silence that follows is pure chaos in disguise. People laugh, gasp, and shout all at once. Some think it's fake, others are convinced he's some kind of superhuman. Everyone wants to know his secret. Cut to a massive bodybuilder shaking his head with a grin, unable to hide his disbelief. He just laughs and says quietly, "There's no way. This guy's not human." And that's the magic of Anatoly, the man who turns every gym session into legend and every skeptic into a believer. And then comes the truth, the moment everyone's been waiting for, the big reveal. Anatoly finally sets the weights down, takes a deep breath, and with a smile that says, "Game over," he drops the act. The cameras zoom in, the crowd leans forward, and in that split second, he reveals who he really is. Not some lost beginner, not a nervous newcomer, but an elite powerlifter with world-class strength and a reputation for pulling off the most legendary gym pranks of all time. The room erupts. Laughter, applause, and cheers bounce off the walls. The same athletes who were smirking minutes ago are now shaking their heads, laughing at how perfectly they fell for it. "Dude, you fooled everyone!" Someone yells across the room. And that's all it takes. Suddenly, everyone's high-fiving him, congratulating him, asking for selfies. The tension turns into pure joy. The atmosphere feels electric, the kind of contagious energy you only get when something unforgettable just happened. High fives, laughs, and applause fill the gym. Even the biggest lifters can't stop smiling. Anatoly just laughs, humble as ever, thanking everyone for playing along. And as the camera pans out, you can still hear the echoes of laughter and admiration filling the air. Once again, the legend did it, proving that strength isn't just about lifting weights. It's about lifting spirits. Once again, Anatoly proves that looks can be deceiving and reminds us all that humility and humor will always win. In a world where everyone tries to look stronger, louder, and tougher, he shows that true power comes from confidence, kindness, and a good laugh. If this moment made you smile or left you completely shocked, then go ahead and smash that like button. Tell us in the comments which reaction was your favorite, the jaw drop, the disbelief, or the laughter at the end, and let's see who caught the best moment. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next insane episode where Anatoly will once again redefine what it means to be a legend in the gym. Because with Anatoly, you never know what's coming next, but you always know it's gonna be epic.